If you guys like how I do my chart analysis on YouTube and you want to learn how to do it yourself, click the link below to check out the Vee Trades technical analysis course. What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today I'll be doing a technical analysis breakdown for C Limited with the ticker symbol SE. If you want a chart analysis guaranteed to be done, please read the description below. Also, take a second to give the video a like and subscribe for more chart analysis. I appreciate it very much. This video is for entertainment purposes only, does not constitute any financial advice. I will first cover what I see on the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. So I'm back at it again, looking at another international stock. Previously I looked at Coupang, now I'm looking at C Limited, which is located in Singapore. It's a e-commerce company as well. So let's take a look at the daily chart, and you can see that C Limited is actually following a reversal pattern. This is not a full-blown uptrend, but it is a reversal pattern because you can see that we pushed through the EMA, we came back, we found some type of support, we pushed up higher, we came back again, and it looks like we're still bouncing above the EMA, and now it looks like we could be headed higher, probably to fill in this gap right here at the 141 level, and there's another gap right here at the 150 160 level. So those are some possible targets for C Limited in the short term. If the price action continues to stay above the EMA, which it looks like it can, I think there's a higher probability for the market to pull back further upwards and then downwards. Let's take a look at the previous downtrend since November of last year, and let's see if it has played out or not. So you can see that this was a channel right here, and then we had a break outside of this pattern, and we made two large legs down to a new low. You can see that this was the first impulse down, and then if I move it over, this was the second impulse down. We came a little bit short of this measure move, but there's another channel that I can also put on the price action that makes sense. So you can see that there's this other channel in play. Let's go ahead and make this one orange. So we had a yellow downtrend channel and a breakout side and two legs down to a new low, or two bigger legs, and then we had a orange channel that was also working lower that had also a breakout side but two smaller legs. So you can see this is the first impulse down, and if I move the arrow over, you can see that this was the second impulse, and right at the tip of this arrow, that's when we saw a little double bottom before reversing. So we came down once, we came back down again, price action failed, we rallied up, so we made a little double bottom. So I think most traders were looking at the orange channel and the two smaller measured moves down. So that's what it looks like the professional traders were following. You can see that we had a huge rally up. We did leave a gap over here, but not all gaps need to be filled. Normally they're good for targets, so if we continue to trend up, then we'll probably be filling in the gaps that were left by the short sellers. But if we continue down, then we'll probably fill in the gaps that were left by the buyers. But if we continue higher, we probably don't have to fill in this gap. So I think that's pretty much wraps up the video for the daily chart. That pretty much wraps up the daily chart analysis. Very simple to see that we had a downtrend. We had two downtrends working lower, and it looks like they both played out. It doesn't matter which way you look at it, they both came out with the same result. Looks like we're back above the EMA, and what is surprising is that, let me go and remove all the drawings. This is something new for C Limited since the beginning of this year, or the end of last year, is that we're finally back above the EMA, and it looks like we're staying above it. Previously, if we got above the EMA, it was very short-lived. We have had 5 bars, 1 2 3 4 5 bars above the EMA. The last time we did that looks like it was back over here. Let me show you guys with the arrow. Looks like back here in early November of 2021 was the last time price action had this many bars above the EMA. So this definitely looks different than other rallies in the past that got defeated. So this one could turn into a much bigger rally, and that's what I'm envisioning C Limited doing. So let's take a look at the weekly chart to wrap it all up, and then finally end the video. And here we have the weekly chart for C Limited, and you can see that we had a massive sell-off after a huge uptrend formation. Looks like the sell-off is coming to an end fairly soon because we are seeing weakness in this downtrend. We're seeing buyers step in the market and sellers starting to get out, or at least not pushing down the market as hard before. We could retrace back to that EMA at the 180 level, but I would mostly just look for the short-term targets that I had on the daily chart, and I'll probably give you guys an update if anything else changes. So let's take a look at a long-term target for C Limited. If this is the bottom, that price is marked back here at the $85 level, then I can do a measured move up. And where would be prices headed next if we continue to trend higher and higher? It's at the 425 level. So that's my all-time high target for C Limited, just based on the price action thus far. If we continue to trend higher from this location that we marked on the chart, then this is probably the target that prices want to reach eventually. Maybe we don't get up there, maybe we find resistance at the previous all-time high at the 360 level. We'll have to analyze what prices do and how it reacts around this level, but as of right now, it looks like prices want to reach that 430 level, but it could take a long time. Looks like maybe end of 2023, so I wouldn't count on this target being reached anytime soon. Like I said before, I would just focus on the short-term targets first, and then we need to go from there. So that's all I have for C Limited. Thank you for stopping by and checking out my video. Make sure to check out the rest of the channel, since you might be surprised on what you can learn. Leave a comment down below on where you think prices are headed. Also share the video if you want your friends to learn about the markets. Lastly, I appreciate any feedback to help improve the channel, since I want to deliver great content to you guys. See you next time, and bye.